president who delivered the security of affordable health care to every single American in every corner of this country after 90 years of trying. This is the president who brought Osama bin Laden to justice, who ended the war in Iraq and is ending the war in Afghanistan. This is the president who ended Don't Ask, Don't Tell so that love of country, not love of another, determines fitness for service, who made equal pay for equal work the law of the land. This is the president who saved the American auto industry from extinction, the American financial industry from self-destruction, the American economy from full-blown depression, who added 4.5 million private sector jobs in the last 2.5 years, more than in George Bush's 8 years in office. My friends, the list of accomplishments is long, impressive, and barely told. And even more impressive when you consider that congressional Republicans have made obstruction itself the centerpiece of their governing strategy. With a record like that and a vision that hopeful and powerful, I, for one, will not stand by and let him be bullied out of office, and neither should you. To be clear, what's at stake is real. It's real. The Orchard Gardens Elementary School in Boston was in trouble. Its record was poor, its spirit was broken, and its reputation was a wreck. No matter how bad things were in other urban schools in the city, people would say, well, at least we're not Orchard Gardens. Today, thanks to a host of new tools, many enacted with the help of the Obama administration, Orchard Gardens is turning itself around. Teaching standards and accountabilities are higher. The school day is longer and filled with experiential learning, art, exercise, and music. The head of pediatric psychology from a local hospital comes to consult with faculty and parents on the toughest personal issues in students' home lives. Attendance is up, thanks to a mentoring initiative. In less than a year, Orchard Gardens went from one of the worst schools in the district to one of the best in the state. The whole school community is engaged and proud. So am I. At the end of my visit, about 1.5 years ago, the first grade, led by a veteran teacher, gathered to recite Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. And when I started to applaud, the teacher said, "Not yet, Governor." Then she began to ask those 6- and 7-year-olds questions. What, she asked, does creed mean? What does nullification mean? Where is Stone Mountain? And as the hands of those 6- and 7-year-olds shot up, I realized that she had taught the children not just to memorize that speech, but to understand it. See, today's Republicans and their nominee for president tell us that those first graders are on their own to deal with their poverty, with ill-prepared young parents, maybe who speak English as a second language, with an underfunded school, with neighborhood crime and blight, with no access to nutritious food, and no place for their mom to cash a paycheck, with a job market that needs skills they don't have, with no way to pay for college. But those Orchard Gardens kids should not be left on their own. Those children are America's children too, yours and mine. And among them are the future scientists and entrepreneurs, teachers, artists, engineers, laborers, and civic leaders we desperately need. For this country to rise, they must rise. And they and their cause must have a champion in the White House. That champion is Barack Obama. That cause is the American dream. Let's fight for that. Let's canvass and phone bank and get out the vote for that. Let's go tell everyone we meet that when the American dream is on the line, we want Barack Obama in charge. Thank you so much. God bless you, and God bless United.